The MacBook Pro M5 looks the same, feels the same, and spoiler, is mostly the same as the M4, but inside there are some subtle changes that tell an interesting story of how Apple is designing for repair. The process for opening up the MacBook Pros has barely changed over the past few years. We still have P5 screws securing the bottom cover, and it's still clipped in place. With the BMS board screws removed, I can disconnect the battery by folding back the battery connector tab. Pull tabs might be tedious to deal with when they're fresh, but they become an outright frustration as the adhesive hardens over time. If you're lucky, you'll hear the signature pull tab squeaks, followed by a satisfying snap. And if not, well, you'll need some isopropyl alcohol and some patience to get through all 12 pull tabs. The good news is that for the first time in a MacBook Pro, you don't have to remove the trackpad to access the pull tabs on the central battery cells. It's an iterative upgrade for repair too, it seems, but it's one I'll happily take. Unfortunately, despite the modular nature of this laptop, with the exception of the trackpad of course, there aren't any other components left to remove without first getting into the complicated business of removing the logic board. Removing the logic board also gives me access to the fan, a component that can benefit from a regular clean and can fail over time. Having it buried under the logic board is a poor design choice. Next up, I'll need to remove the screen, starting with the screws securing the hinge brackets, which are both stuck behind the antenna bracket, so that component also needs to come out. With the hinge brackets out, I now have access to the hinge screws which release the screen. After all, no battery replacement is complete without removing the single most delicate and expensive component on a device, second only to the logic board. Link to the full teardown in the comments.